Welcome. Welcome to Mystical Thinking with yours truly, Rasheeal Dixon. I thank you for coming to my channel as I will be touching on subjects dealing with mystical thinking and the subconscious mind and this mental discipline known as biblical metaphysics, which is an incredible spiritual system. And it's a great science, as you will see. When it comes to mystical thinking, we will even talk about how your emotions and your feelings help to shape you and build you and create the manifestations that sustain your outside world. This is what sustains your existence. So we will touch that. We'll even touch on the tree of life, the Kabbalah, and how all of this will help you with your manifestations in learning this science and this beautiful mental discipline. This is a system, a science, like anything else. And in it, we learn the laws of mind because these are the laws of God. And these are the laws of God that help make the name of God. And when we say the name of God, we must always remember that name is I am. Because I am is the state of being. And whenever someone follows, or whatever follows after that, is the awareness of being, and you're proclaiming who you are. So here's an example. Someone can say, I am a man that is an attorney. So the individual happens to be a man, but what is attached to their existence is their profession. Their profession is what creates the income, which then gives them an opportunity to explore the world and express themselves. So I am an attorney, and you see that claims who they are as their profession, but I am a man is who the person happens to be. You can say I am a man, I am a woman, but you see how the I am is always shaping the individual and your awareness to this. And you have to know that you add emotion and feeling. This emotion and feeling is the emotive aspect of the I am. So this also creates, and let me tell you exactly how. A person could say, I am unwell, or I am poor. Or they can also say, I am a hopeless romantic. All of these emotions, when attached to the I am, they create and they shape the outer world and experiences that we encounter. Hence, the creative power or the creative factor of God creates. So this is why it's important for the mystical thinker to know and be aware of the terms and know the reason why they will say, I am God. Well, according to Google, one definition of the word mystic is a person who seeks by contemplation and self-surrender to obtain unity with or absorption into the deity or the absolute, or who believes in the spiritual apprehension of truths that are beyond the intellect. The deity is just God, and what you consider as God is personal. But here on this channel, we will discuss biblical metaphysics, and the name that we speak of here, and the name that we speak of and we describe God here is I am. The truth that we absorb can be the world is just a creation of our own imagination. And we manifest by understanding this. And these concepts are beyond the intellect of the majority. This is why this is considered esoteric. And esoteric means something that's only understood by a few. Check the description below and you will see the article where I wrote esoteric versus exoteric, and you will see the differences between the two. Click the link below and go to mindworthyinfo.com and you'll check that out. Now, an esoteric practice can sometimes be called the occult, but that's just a word that's being used as a pejorative by those that are unaware. But really, it just means secret or hidden secrets. It's really not a secret. It's open to all of humanity. But given the fact that many from birth have been programmed and stuck in their ways until a person experiences an awakening, anything beyond the normal spiritual teachings that they were accustomed to might be considered occult or secret. This now brings us to the start of your mystical journey, where you start to become a mystic and you feel differently. And this is how you will know when you are starting your journey and when you're on this journey. You might find yourself questioning things, and things that were once okay don't feel that way anymore. Even the people who you are around don't understand you anymore, or you feel like they don't understand you anymore. You might even find yourself searching for material that speaks to your soul. You probably search the internet, go into Facebook groups, and wherever you can fulfill this hunger that's in you, you go and you seek to fulfill this hunger. It's a spiritual hunger, one where you develop a spiritual appetite that needs to be fed. When the day comes and you're awakened, the hunger that you face is a famine like no other. It's a serious hunger. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of the hearing of the word of the Lord. Amos 8:11. The word of the Lord is what you consciously decree. To know that thoughts and words mixed with emotions births and sustains the manifestation is to know that water is wet. It's because of this hunger why you have come to this channel. This is where you must turn your mysticism into a lifestyle and not into a sometimey thing. What do I mean by sometimey thing? What I mean is not to use this like how I see many do. They try to use it as a get-rich-quick scheme, or try to use it to get back some SP or some lost love, negating the full system and forgetting what it truly offers. Then, if they don't get what they wanted, they will say that the system didn't work, or they will say it's nothing there only because they didn't get what they wanted. These folks have no self-respect for the system, but are only out for self-gain. They're part-time mystics. Notice, the ones who will get a manifestation, they will never sustain it. They'll get it, but they'll never sustain other areas of their life, and they will be unbalanced when they have no respect or regards for the science or for the full system that it is. So if you're serious and you want to learn the science, then this is the place for you. But if you're not serious and you're just trying to get a little quick lottery ticket, a quick win, get back a quick SP, a quick love, there are many that offers that. Here, we offer the full system and the science. So if you are focused and really want to be a mystic and know the laws of mind, you're on the right location. Once you are aware of the laws of mind, then you will be in harmony. And the laws of hypnotic rhythm, you'll be in harmony with that and in harmony with your surroundings. And this is another aspect of your I am. Where there is harmony, there is peace. And where there is peace, you're able to have love and gratitude and understanding and know the blessings and the abundance in the universe. Many people who are in discord and have no harmony are always in issues and in conflicts with the world around them and with others. We'll talk about that in later episodes and get more into the laws of hypnotic rhythm and how this helps shape your I am. Mystical thinking isn't for everyone, because at first, everyone must first strip yourself of your previous concepts and of who you were or who you thought you were, especially when you were accustomed to certain practices and things where it's still embedded in your subconscious mind and it still follows you everywhere you go. Especially with biblical metaphysics, you have to look at the Bible as a psychological drama and not as a book of secular history, not as a book that was written thousands of years ago for a time we don't know, but instead look at it as every character, place, an event, and situation are nothing more than different states of man's consciousness personified as characters, places, and events. Look at the Bible as the great allegory that it is, and see that it is a story, a great story of the human imagination and control of the conscious and the subconscious mind. We see this first interaction in the book of Genesis, and we see this when it comes to the Garden of Eden. You may know them as Adam and Eve, but we know from this story it sets the groundwork of what the Bible is. From there, a lot of other stories are given birth and are brought to life. We will touch on that and how to use the Adam and Eve and many concepts like that with the conscious and subconscious mind on how to bring about an harmonious manifestation that is something you can control and it fits within the moral fiber of who you are and what you believe fits you. Remember, everyone is different. A teacher must always be patient, and a student sometimes have to ask the same question 1,000 times in different ways in order to get an answer that feels and what fits their soul. So patience is everything on both sides. Mystical thinking can help you in various ways. The first is in an area where many people have a lot of problem with. And this area that I'm talking about is in the area of controlling your emotions. Most people react off of their emotions, not knowing you must be in this world, but not of this world. When you make your emotions control you, then you'll risk making the wrong decision, all because you made your emotions get in the way. The mystical thinker is aware of this, and they are aware of that inner voice that speaks in them, which is also known as the Great One. I had a podcast episode based on the Great One. The link is in the description below, so check it out. Now, this brings us back to what I said earlier about getting an SP, some love interest. Now, stop giving another your power and know that you are the SP and assume that you're being sought after and not the other way around. People fail by putting too much power in something else and giving an outside source their energy, and things are in their way. They are not in control when they do this. Don't do this. When you bring the laws of assumption to work in your favor, all turns out in your favor. Assume you're God and you'll get treated as one. When people assume they won't be able to pay the bills and nothing good will come, that's exactly what happens. Even if you have no money and no job or no source of income coming in, you must always believe in yourself and know thyself. This is what you have made yourself believe, so it's an assumption by you. And that subconscious mind only accepts the dominant belief. We teach this law here. When the next 6 months come, you will get that lacking belief gone to where you won't even know who you were before. The benefits of mystical thinking are way more than I could speak about here. But the benefits will be very rewarding for you. So stay tuned and you will see exactly what I mean. All I ask is that you take this mental discipline seriously. The mystic's way of life doesn't have to be one that rejects modern amenities and attempts to live in the woods or something like that. If that is what you like, it's perfectly fine. It's normal. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. As long as you are living right and hold no anger, animosity, resentment, jealousy, or hate towards another and towards yourself, then you are living righteous. Don't confuse with being a mystic with being poor or being in poverty. Some, and I say some, might have an idea that being spiritual or spirituality means that you have to deny material possessions or material items. That is false. You could still be spiritual and still want a Benz, or be spiritual and don't want to be a Benz. Remember, it comes from the inner being, so know thyself. If you drink alcohol, it's fine. Just have a balance. God won't punish you for watching a porn, but if you believe that the porn is evil and by watching it you will get punished, you will get punished, because belief is the seed of everything, and the subconscious mind will only respond to your belief, so you will get punished based on your belief of watching it. And in mystical thinking, we correct these things so you won't let past beliefs linger in you that continues on and continues destroying your future. You see what I'm saying? This is a balance based system, not one where you'll get punished if your natural human instincts come over you. The mystical lifestyle is just like any other lifestyle. Just like how to be a great bodybuilder or to be a person in great shape, you must devote yourself and in all aspects make it your life. The same can be said about the mystical lifestyle. The return on your investment will be remarkable, and trust me, you will see results like no other. So if you're interested in teachings like Neville Goddard, Reverend Ike, Dr. Joseph Murphy, and mysticism and new thought and anything that gets your thoughts flowing, and know that you are the master of the thought and your experiences are only as great as the skillful thoughts that you place in your thoughts. Get that? So you control it, and you are supposed to know that you have the power, not give it to something else or blame someone for your problems. I want you to know that the way of the mystic is a way where your thoughts are something you command and they don't command you. So subscribe, check out the next video, because it's going to be more, and every time I want you to show up, because when you show up and you're serious about this mental discipline, you'll see the results. Check out the podcast, You Are God. I left it down below in the link, and come on over to mindworthyinfo.com